Imagine you're sitting down to dinner, fork in hand, ready to enjoy a meal you've loved your whole life. But what if I told you that what's on your plate tonight could quietly shape the next 10 years of your health, either adding vibrant, active years to your life, or silently taking them away? Most people over 60 don't realize it, but the type of meat you choose now can make the difference between feeling energetic and strong, or struggling with heart disease, memory loss, and endless doctor visits. Now, here's where it gets truly eye-opening. Did you know that people over 60 who pick the wrong meat are up to 72% more likely to die from heart disease than those who make the right choices? That's not a theory. It's the real result from a massive Harvard study that tracked over 500,000 adults for more than a decade. In fact, just swapping one serving of certain meats can slash your risk of early death by nearly a third. The food decisions you make today can have life-changing consequences, and the latest research makes it crystal clear. Some meats protect your heart, brain, and muscles as you age, while others can slowly sabotage your health, even if you feel perfectly fine right now. What's even more surprising, some of the meats you've always thought were healthy are actually the ones doing the most damage. Millions of seniors are eating these risky meats every single day, never suspecting how much they raise the odds of illness, hospital stays, and years lost with family. But here's the good news. When you know which meats to eat and which ones to avoid, you can take control of your future, one meal at a time. But don't go anywhere, because in this video, we will reveal the 4 meats you must eat and the 4 meats you should never touch after 60. Make sure you stay with us until the end, as the number 2 most dangerous meat on this list is eaten every single day by people who think they're making healthy choices. Now, without any further ado, let's get started with the best 4 meats you must eat if you're over 60. Number 4. Turkey breast. When it comes to healthy meats for seniors, turkey breast sits quietly in the corner, often overshadowed by chicken or fish, but it's a true powerhouse. What makes turkey breast so valuable, especially for those over 60, is its perfect balance of lean protein and essential micronutrients without the burden of excess sodium. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia that starts in your 50s and accelerates with every passing decade. Losing muscle isn't just about looking frail. It increases your risk of falls, weakens your immune system, and makes recovering from any illness much harder. This is where turkey breast comes in. Just a single serving packs over 25 grams of high-quality protein, and unlike fattier meats, it's almost pure muscle-building fuel. But there's more. Turkey is naturally rich in selenium, which is a mineral that protects your cells from damage, supports thyroid function, and even boosts your mood by helping make serotonin, the happy hormone. Many seniors suffer from low energy, low mood, and sluggish metabolism without realizing that a hidden selenium deficiency could be part of the problem. The low-fat profile of turkey breast means you get all the benefits without raising your cholesterol or blood pressure, 2 common problems in older adults. Studies show that people who swap red or processed meats for lean turkey see significant improvements in cholesterol levels, and the risk of heart attack drops by as much as 25%. Imagine enjoying a delicious, juicy turkey sandwich for lunch or tossing shredded turkey into a vegetable soup for dinner. Not only are you fueling your body with the protein it needs, but you're protecting your heart and supporting your immune system at the same time. And the best part, turkey is incredibly versatile. You can roast it, grill it, slice it into salads, or even make it into healthy meatballs with herbs and oats. Just avoid the processed versions like deli turkey loaded with salt and preservatives. Instead, look for fresh, unseasoned turkey breast. Cook it yourself, season it with your favorite herbs, and you have a meal that's as heart-healthy as it is satisfying. This is the meat that quietly helps seniors stay strong, sharp, and independent, one bite at a time. Number 3. Skinless chicken thigh. You've probably heard that chicken breast is the gold standard for healthy eating. But here's a little-known fact. For seniors, skinless chicken thigh might be even better, but they are always misunderstood. But here's the truth. The type of fat in chicken thigh is mostly monounsaturated, the same good fat found in olive oil. This kind of fat actually helps lower bad cholesterol and raises the good kind, keeping your arteries clean and flexible. So yes, it's slightly higher in fat, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients, especially fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K. These vitamins are critical for maintaining strong bones, healthy vision, and a robust immune system, all of which start to decline after 60. The extra bit of healthy fat in chicken thigh helps your body actually absorb these vitamins, turning a simple meal into a nutrient powerhouse. But the story doesn't end there. Chicken thigh is also packed with iron and zinc, minerals that seniors often lack. Iron keeps your blood healthy and prevents the anemia that can leave you feeling tired and weak, while zinc repairs tissues and fights off infections. One of the biggest complaints among seniors is that they get sick more often, and recovery feels slow and incomplete. That's because as you age, your immune system starts to lose its edge, a process called immunosenescence. Eating skinless chicken thigh, which is rich in both protein and immune-supporting nutrients, is a simple, delicious way to help your body fight back. And if you're worried about cholesterol, here's some good news. Multiple large-scale studies have shown that replacing red meat with skinless chicken thigh can significantly lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even diabetes. Don't fall for the myth that only white meat is healthy. Try braising or slow-cooking chicken thighs with garlic, tomatoes, and beans, or roasting them with rosemary and lemon. You'll get a juicy, flavorful meal that supports muscle, bone, and immune health in every bite, without the bland, dry texture that sometimes comes with chicken breast. For seniors looking to maintain their independence and stay out of the hospital, skinless chicken thigh is an unsung hero. Number 2. Wild-caught salmon. Let's now move to the next level. If you're looking for a meat that acts almost like medicine for your heart, brain, and joints, wild-caught salmon should be a staple on your plate. Forget the old belief that fatty means bad. The omega-3 fatty acids in salmon are the good fats, and they become even more important as you age. Studies have shown that eating just 2 servings of wild-caught salmon per week can lower your risk of heart attack by 30%, slash your chance of dying from any cause by over 20%, and protect you against dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So why is that? Well, that's because omega-3s help reduce inflammation, which is the hidden culprit behind nearly every chronic disease in seniors, from arthritis and diabetes to heart disease and even cancer. Inflammation is your body's way of fighting off threats, but when it sticks around too long, it quietly damages your blood vessels, your brain cells, and your organs. Salmon delivers a powerful anti-inflammatory punch, helping your joints stay flexible, your memory stay sharp, and your heart keep beating strong. And it doesn't stop there. Wild-caught salmon is also loaded with vitamin D, which is essential for bone health and immune strength, and astaxanthin, a super antioxidant that gives salmon its pink color and protects your cells from aging. The taste is another plus. Whether grilled, baked, or broiled with a squeeze of lemon and fresh herbs, wild salmon is rich, satisfying, and deeply nourishing. Try flaking it into salads, mixing it with whole grain pasta, or simply enjoying it with steamed veggies for a meal that feels like luxury and health at the same time. If you want to avoid the pitfalls of memory loss, brittle bones, and weak muscles, adding wild-caught salmon to your diet is one of the best moves you can make. Just be careful to choose wild-caught, not farmed salmon, since farmed varieties often contain higher levels of contaminants and fewer beneficial nutrients. Number 1. Grass-fed beef. And now for the number 1 meat every senior should be eating, grass-fed beef. Wait, isn't red meat supposed to be bad for you? Here's the shocking twist. Not all red meat is created equal. The massive studies that linked red meat to cancer, heart disease, and early death were looking at grain-fed, factory-farmed beef, loaded with antibiotics, hormones, and inflammatory fats. Grass-fed beef, on the other hand, is a whole different story. This kind of beef comes from cows that eat their natural diet, grass, and it shows in the nutritional profile. It's packed with a type of fat called conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, that fights cancer, reduces body fat, and improves insulin sensitivity. What really sets grass-fed beef apart for seniors is its vitamin and mineral content. It's an incredible source of heme iron, which is the type your body absorbs best, which prevents anemia and keeps your brain supplied with oxygen. The zinc and B vitamins in grass-fed beef help your nerves fire, your skin heal, and your brain function at its peak. Vitamin B12, which is only found in animal foods like beef, is essential for memory, balance, and nerve health. A deficiency in B12 is shockingly common after 60, leading to memory problems, depression, and even permanent nerve damage. Grass-fed beef is one of the best natural sources for keeping your levels topped up. But here's what makes grass-fed beef a true longevity meat. It's much lower in saturated fat and much higher in heart-healthy omega-3s compared to standard beef. Eating grass-fed beef just once or twice a week is linked to stronger bones, sharper thinking, and a lower risk of heart attack. The secret is moderation and quality. Small, well-cooked portions paired with lots of colorful veggies. Try a thin slice of grilled steak with roasted root vegetables or stir-fried beef strips in a rainbow of peppers and broccoli. With every bite, you're fueling your body with the nutrients it craves, rebuilding muscle, and defending your heart and mind against the ravages of age. So, these were the best 4 meat you should eat after 60. Now let's get to the other side, the 4 worst meats you should never touch after 60. Number 4. Bacon and sausages. There's a reason bacon and sausage taste so good. They're loaded with fat, salt, and chemicals designed to hit every pleasure center in your brain. But for people over 60, this classic breakfast combo is more than just a guilty pleasure. It's a shortcut to some of the most dangerous health conditions of old age. Bacon and sausages, whether pork, beef, or even turkey-based, are among the worst offenders when it comes to processed meats. They're usually made with high levels of saturated fat, sodium, nitrates, and artificial preservatives, which all combine to create a perfect storm of health risks. A massive study published in the British Medical Journal tracked the diets of over 500,000 adults and found that those who ate the most processed meats, like bacon and sausage, had a 44% higher risk of dying from heart disease and a 21% higher risk of dying from cancer compared to those who ate the least. These numbers are too big to ignore. Saturated fat clogs your arteries, leading to high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. The nitrates and nitrites used to cure bacon and sausage react in your gut to form nitrosamines, which are known to cause cancer in humans. Beyond these headline dangers, bacon and sausage are calorie-dense but nutrient-poor, meaning you get a burst of flavor, but almost nothing your body actually needs to thrive. No fiber, low-quality protein, and almost no vitamins or minerals. This kind of diet sets the stage for weight gain, diabetes, and digestive problems, all of which become much harder to manage as you age. Think about your daily breakfast. Swapping out bacon and sausage for healthier alternatives could be the single most powerful change you make this year, lowering your risk of heart attack, kidney disease, and early death, all while helping you keep a sharper mind and a stronger body. Number 3. Corned beef and cured meats. Moving up the danger scale, we come to corned beef and all its cousins, pastrami, salami, cured hams, and other heavily salted meats that many seniors grew up eating on special occasions, holidays, or as comfort food. These meats are often slow-cooked and richly flavored, but the way they're processed makes them ticking time bombs for anyone over 60. Corned beef, for example, gets its flavor and texture from being soaked in brine, a concentrated salt solution, sometimes for days or weeks before being cooked. That salt doesn't disappear when you cook it. It ends up right in your arteries, raising your blood pressure and overwhelming your heart and kidneys. A single serving of corned beef or salami can contain over 1,200 milligrams of sodium, which is more than half the maximum recommended daily intake for adults. But for seniors, who should actually have less than 1,500 milligrams a day, this means that one meal can push you dangerously close to your daily limit, before you've even added any bread, cheese, or other sides. The real-world consequences are clear. High sodium intake is directly linked to heart attacks, strokes, kidney disease, and even cognitive decline. In fact, new studies show that seniors with high sodium diets are significantly more likely to develop memory problems and dementia over time. Cured meats are also preserved with nitrites and other chemicals that trigger inflammation, contribute to insulin resistance, and damage the lining of your blood vessels. This increases the risk of not only cardiovascular disease, but also certain cancers, especially in the digestive tract. The older you get, the harder it is for your body to repair this kind of daily low-level damage. The result is a steady decline in health, energy, and quality of life. For people over 60, there is no safe level of these meats. If you want to protect your heart, your memory, and your independence, cutting out corned beef and cured meats is a critical step. Number 2. Processed turkey and chicken. This is one of the sneakiest dangers lurking on supermarket shelves. Processed turkey and chicken. Many seniors swap out red meats for deli slices, turkey ham, chicken sausages, or those low-fat sandwich meats, believing they're making a healthy choice. But here's the harsh truth. These processed meats are a silent health disaster, especially for people over 60. While they may look lean and convenient, processed poultry is usually pumped full of sodium, nitrates, and a cocktail of preservatives that do more harm than good. Research from the World Health Organization has shown that eating just 50 grams of processed meat a day, the amount in a couple of slices of deli turkey or chicken, can increase your risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. That might not sound huge at first, but imagine the difference over years of daily consumption. The sodium content is even more frightening. Some deli meats have over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a single serving, almost half of what you should have for an entire day. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, strains your kidneys, and puts you at a much higher risk of strokes, heart failure, and sudden cardiac death. And for seniors whose organs are already working overtime to process a lifetime's worth of salt, these effects can be dramatic. It doesn't stop there. Processed poultry is often made from restructured meat, small bits and trimmings glued together with additives and stabilizers, making it harder for your body to digest and more likely to contain hidden sources of sugar and chemicals. This triggers chronic inflammation throughout your body, the root cause of everything from arthritis and memory loss to heart attacks and even certain cancers. If you care about your health, ditch those easy deli slices and go for real, whole, unprocessed cuts of meat that you prepare yourself. Your arteries, kidneys, and brain will thank you. Number 1. Conventional beef and pork, factory farmed. And now, the meat you should never, ever touch if you value your health: conventional, factory farmed beef and pork. This is not the same as the grass-fed beef we discussed earlier. Conventional meats come from animals raised in crowded, unsanitary feedlots, pumped full of growth hormones and antibiotics, and fattened on unnatural diets of corn and soy. These practices create a perfect storm of hidden dangers, especially for seniors. The fat profile of conventional beef and pork is dramatically different from their grass-fed counterparts. They're packed with saturated fats and omega-6 fatty acids that drive inflammation, clog your arteries, and accelerate aging in every cell of your body. A landmark study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that regular consumption of conventional red meat increased the risk of dying from heart disease by 27% and from cancer by 16%. But it gets even worse. These meats also carry higher levels of environmental toxins, like pesticides and heavy metals, which build up in your tissues over time and can't be easily eliminated. For older adults whose detox systems are already slowing down, this means even small amounts can accumulate and cause major damage, everything from weakened immunity to brain fog to increased cancer risk. And let's talk about antibiotics. Over 70% of all antibiotics sold in the US are used in livestock, not people. This means that when you eat conventional beef and pork, you're not just getting a dose of fat, you're also ingesting antibiotic residues that disrupt your gut bacteria, weaken your immune defenses, and increase your risk of deadly infections like MRSA or C. difficile. Seniors are especially vulnerable to these superbugs, and every extra dose of antibiotics makes the risk worse. What about taste and tradition? Many seniors grew up enjoying pork chops, beef roast, or juicy burgers as a family staple. But today's meat isn't what it used to be. Factory farming has transformed meat into a processed, chemical-laden product that your body struggles to handle. Even when you can't see or taste the difference, the science is clear. Regular consumption of conventional beef and pork is directly tied to shorter lifespan, more disease, and less time doing the things you love. It's the ultimate silent killer, hiding in plain sight on dinner tables everywhere. So, now you know which meats belong on your plate and which ones should never get close. Start by rethinking your shopping list. When you're at the grocery store, head straight for the fresh meat section and look for clear labels: grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, skinless chicken thigh, and unseasoned turkey breast. The fewer ingredients on the label, the better. Now, we want to hear from you. What meat swap surprised you the most? Have you noticed a difference in your health since changing your diet? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.